emphasized that they could run the Shadow Fiend mid, but this is something that they're really comfortable on, the safe lane SF.
Yeah, they've run it 4 times, 3 times with Tree. They won all 3 with the Tree, and they even run it when they won it when they picked a Ricky plus that S7. Right off to the bat, we're looking like perhaps a first blood on the TK.
Quick and easy. XCJ picks that one up.
Relentless, but yeah, really like the way that Knights has actually set up their draft. I'm a little concerned for Aries.
Tombstone up on the high ground. And it looks like that's going to be the extent of it. Is this enough to secure the tower?
Here comes White Album also with the DD. He wants a kill. He finds Alacrity.
Couple hits. Gets the pulverized. Try and turn this one. Will it be enough to keep him alive, though? Moves on in on top of the Ancients, but they won't be able to get the deny there. So White Album just on a tear here, 3-0.
He might just be able to take over this game. The way that he's been able to start, he's 1,500 gold ahead of the Primal Beast. Still bottom with the DD.
Yeah.
Might be able to get more.
And Flyby still not level 6. He's getting burned down, getting tore apart. Wow. And the DD making swift work of both mid and offlaner.
3K gold lead already. This is insane the way that he's able to play. Just, yeah, Primal Beast, try to make rotations. First one fails, second one fails, gets ganked afterwards. Only has 30 last hits to his name.
The game is completely falling off the rails here, and Ego is going to get tossed back onto a spider. Does he have a way to get out of here?
He's got help.
Trying to get the spam out. Turns, throws out the avalanche, but that's going to be the extent of it. And, well, no. They move on in with Alacrity, and Knights will get their feet back under him here.
This early game, though, total disaster for them, as White Album already has Javelin, level 9, full slight chains built, and he's even going to get another power rune.
It feels like right now Knights just trying to sort of reset things. Can they do it?
I think Felix is going to die. One more slight. Yeah, he's gone.
Out of there.
Good God. Yeah, White Album might just be able to kind of essentially 1v5 to make the space for his Drow to frill free farm. This is insane.
The mid lane, but Aries, they're going to take this tier 2 tower up on the top side of the map. Now, well, Felix, he runs right into White Album. Avalanche to interrupt, and yeah, this is going to be a dead Ember, or rather Earth Spirit. Oh. He's out there.
Fear not your death.
Goodbye, Earthshaker.
That's
I got you.
So many ESs.
Yeah, finding their footing. 10-3, 7K lead, invading and dominating the map. Their ward coverage is also excellent. So much information they have, and they just keep finding heroes on Knights.
Pulverize. But, yeah, he's rooted and does have try and get out of there. No, interrupted. No way out with the onslaught.
They will get bottom tower out of it, but at the same time, they drown that.
Gotta hurt for Knights. That's gotta hurt.
I think maybe I think something showed over the. I know there was smoke, but I think maybe the familiars or something weren't, because he was perfect when he TP'd out instead of finishing off those creeps. An inch from getting caught in the charge.
And now TK, they're right on him. Echo Slam, but the BKB was there from White Album, so they kill off one. Exchange for Felix, but thinking about the overgrowth right now. Red Panda right on top of it with the bird drops. XEJ under fire. Managed to get out of there on the Shadow Fiend. The rest of Knights just trying to escape, but they won't be able to. So the only 2 left alive are the Primal and the SF.
Such a quick move from Aries. They see that smoke fail, they go to cut off.
White Album finished off, and his BKB is ready to go. They're going to use another glyph now. It feels like if they want to defend this melee racks, they have to go now. Again, no BKB on Alacrity, though. It's incredibly tough. White Album jumps in. They find him. The control was there. Felix going to go down, and Ulu, he gets the push away.
White Album.
Alacrity's in trouble. White Album, he gets out. One more hit, trying to dodge, trying to go for the kill. Felix trying to finish him off, and the fissure's enough. So they do bring down White Album. It comes at a cost. With no more Alacrity left, Ego thought about popping the ulti, but can't go for it. And TK just jumps in. Ava, toss. He's gone too far himself. It doesn't look like it. Without Felix, there's no punish.
22-minute melee racks, though. They got what they came for. White Album pushes it a little too far, but he made the space, and they're still continuing this push.
Taking down another tier 2 tower.
They're going more.
With the dieback on Earthshaker, there just isn't that punish. Like, how do you take a fight with an SF Visage?
Yeah, and they have the Greaves up, too, so they can just keep healing everybody up. Anyone who steps up might just get tossed back again. TK?
Looks for it, finds him there.
Whoops.
It's gonna be a gust out. And the Greaves, Alacrity rolls through, actually. Finds Ulu, but the BKB was there. They pop the ulti from SF, take down that tombstone. The pulverize is going to connect now onto TK, so they will bring down that Tiny. Maybe going a bit too far on the side of Aster.Aries.
But they can't catch the Drow. She's able to reset, so is the Brood. The cores are fine. All of Aries perfectly set up.
They need something huge.
CJ.
And they find TK to start. Initiate onto him with Alacrity. Still waiting for that moment to group together and find the kill. TK there.
How's he still alive?
Wow, starting to beat him down. Felix, he can't find a way into this fight. And White Album breaking the Blink Dagger right on top of him. Dodges the Echo Slam with the BKB. And just picture perfect play coming from Aries.
They can't even kill TK.
Yeah. A game is way too hard at this point. There's such a net worth lead.
Probably the worst hero they could run in.
They're going to take down this tombstone in a second here, but it gets, well, refreshed again. Kill off the Visage Familiars. Still can't fight into it. The jump in, they find one. Do they have the damage though? Ava toss from TK. Felix going to get jumped at again. White Album just has it out for him. The overgrowth, it comes too late. And Knights, they have no answers now. No buyback on this Earthshaker. They are going to run it down the mid lane after they need to. They pop the Requiem Souls, but Red Panda, he's still so tanky in this. They jump in with White Album, fine, Ego, force staff him in, going to drop. Wow. And I think that's going to be about all she wrote. GG is the call.
Holy moly. What an explosive game one. That is an excellent start there for Aries. White Album, honestly, holy crap. That last pick, Ember, he felt like he did everything, right? Shut down the mid lane, made successful rotations, and just made Alacrity feel like he never actually had a hope and chance in this game.
I know. I mean, that's definitely not the Alacrity that we've become accustomed to.
Yeah.
You know, we saw him on the Viper earlier, or a bunch of puck games, things like that. See if maybe next time he can get his feet back under him. But just a really solid draft overall. Love that. Love that.
Yeah, the stupid chair always spins on me. That's my fault. He had two different easy functions to be able to stop it. So just wanting to have the Lion versus this Nagasarian already. Really good stun from Alacrity under the entire creep wave beating on White Album.
Yeah, that was a ton of damage there. So already off to a better
start.
And oh
my
Alacrity.
God. Okay.
How dare you beat me down game one?
I mean, White Album was definitely feeling himself last game, but then that.
And at the same time, you can see that this sets up for a little bit of aggro up top, but now they've gone in too far, and Felix, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble there. Tries to snowball in on this one, brings him in. The hammer throw is out, and the turn now onto Red Panda.
Holy.
Good damage. Look at that turn for the kill. Flyby makes it happen. Ulu tries to turn now onto Felix. Chauba drops down the tree. That was not the right direction, but with another Celestial Hammer, it's not going to be enough, and they bring them both down.
That's a big deal. They were getting crushed up here. This Dawnbreaker absolutely free farming, still way ahead of the net worth.
Giving the move. Flyby gets the hammer away, tries to escape, is going to turn, and the rest of the team in position. Red Panda, he's going to drop. They have the snowball now onto the spider. So Shanxi in trouble. They have another stun in 1 second. Find it right there. And the anticipated gank on Flyby is going to fail.
I feel like they need White Album if you're going to go for these type of plays. I think their damage is very limited in this early game on the side.
It also comes at the limitation of his damage, his control. He has 3 points right now in mana drain. You'd imagine he takes another one pretty soon here. But everybody moves on up top. They kill off the illusions. Guess who's there? Dawnbreaker, the stun comes in. They find and kill White Album. Just ripped him to shreds.
Oh my, the damage that comes in from the Dawn as well. It's just everything at the perfect timing.
Potential constantly. As the Battle Fury completed, and they're actually just going to be running bottom at Flyby here.
Have to start to bully him out of here because the Broodmother's not able to play her game. They get the catch.
Snowball tries to escape. The team moving into position. Finger of Death done. And Felix gets the lift, but, well, actually now they find him. Oh, his Enrage wore out. Ulu goes down right as he got the Battle Fury and trying to escape. The song of the Siren chasing. Can they get out of there in time? It looks like they will.
It's so small, level 1. Yeah. Only that 1,000. Just a bit of an awkward situation.
Just be quiet over there, buddy. Don't come out. They can't hurt you.
He's so patient.
Oh my god, they definitely can.
Oh god, they see
Wait
him
a
for a
minute.
second, but he makes the first move.
Okay. XCJ doesn't have ulti, but
He's
the
alive.
turn! Oh, they're there! And Knights, they punish yet again. This game is just all in their hands.
And Ego even kills up top too. White Album can't even bully away the Naga.
Oh my god.
This game's getting out of control already.
It really is.
50.
It does look like they're making a smoke play right now.
He's got the Aeon disc locked. They've now spotted it.
Can they take this fight?
Oh, Rubik's got webs.
They need to get... Oh, what?
Yep.
I've never seen that before. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Felix, he gets jumped though, able to dodge
Instant
the stun.
BKB.
And the big jump. Ulu, this is the initiation that they wanted. Alacrity has control of the Lion, and Ego gonna pop the Song of the Siren. They're all caught now.
Uh-oh, Ulu, no BKB.
In trouble, under control, the lift is there, the Enrage, the Dawn, ulti comes in. They connect now with that Celestial Hammer. Ulu in trouble, going to die. They bring down Felix Chauba pretty low, but not enough to get the kill. The
webs.
spider webs to get him away. Web on web. Shanxi can't believe it. They bring down White Album. In the end, it was a buyback from Red Panda and 4-0.
And they're gonna even lose more. The Brute's likely to die here too. Level 18 on Alacrity. He's slow.
Oh my goodness. And the hammer, it goes out. They connect. The root is there. The spam, Felix dropping those voice lines, and GG.
They call it. Yeah.
Didn't stand a chance.
Well, they tried something with the Necro pick, but I think that is the first and last Necro that we're gonna see of the DPC. Is he died at 50 seconds in the game to a solo DK. I mean, that says a lot, of course, but overall, I think Knights, they set up a really nice game plan. You could see the way that they set up the map, right? It was just constantly this Dawn bottom, as we said multiple times, running around as a unit, reading the map perfectly. And yeah, for Aries, it felt very quickly that there was no game plan anymore. They picked this Necro to dominate lane. He wasn't able to dominate lane, and game just felt quite impossible.
I think that's going to be the highlight for me almost of the series, I feel like, which is super interesting, right? On one game, you have this like huge advantage, and you know, you can see that he can play even a little bit aggressive here onto him whenever he wants to.
He's so confident in these type of matchups. Even buys the gloves of haste early on. Doesn't need the bottle since he's got all those stick charges from the Bat Rider, and he's just harassing him back. So White Album will never be able to go for an aggressive play as top.
Felix is gonna fall. Yeah, I've seen something there that Alacrity's doing against the Bat that I've never seen before. He's phase shifting the sticky napalms bottom, and he's getting close to level 6 actually. So level 6 is on offlaners. The
They
next
could get
big
Ego
thing to watch for.
They got the Dawn ult. It's coming.
They immediately jump in, find him there, but the stun didn't connect.
Pulls him
Gust
out.
to push away, and the coil, the rotation, Alacrity buying time for his carry to get out. Look at the hoodwink. Oh, it's connected. White Album trying to make this play happen, and it will be enough with the spear coming through to find the kill. They use the coil now, but Alacrity, he's still right on top of White Album with the damage coming in. The hoodwink there, it's a double kill for XCJ of all people.
Ooh, bit of a mess up there. Spell usage by Aster.Aries, not the cleanest. The spear, it pushes him to the tree, which actually doesn't let that added. So curious to see what build it's going to be. That just means it's not Deso. It's not that early shard or BKB kind of timing.
I feel like Midas is a trap, if I'm going to be real.
Coil.
And going to break that one. They have Overgrowth. They have Bushwhack. They have everything. Dawnbreaker ulti coming in. He's in trouble.
That's
Ulu
aggressive.
sticks around and wants to go now. They'll find XCJ. They brought numbers for the rest of Aries, so he's going to be safe.
Good steal there instantly from TK. Gets the Overgrowth, so perhaps that can be something that lets him get a further catch.
Has some potential here. And like, you know, you talk about those stacks, for instance. You can definitely take those a lot quicker with the armlet.
It also gives him just like that plus raw armor versus Drow Ranger that sometimes I think people sometimes will forget about.
Felix, he finds one. Red Panda taking damage. Alacrity trying to get the finish here. Drops the coil. Gets out. Quick and easy blow up. But Mars, the combo. They're right on top of him. They get 2 kills in exchange for that CM. It cost a lot, but well worth it.
Yeah, now they got to turn it into something else. Well, they need to push the bottom tower out of it because it's going to be quick.
Across the map, too.
Oh, and look at this. Of course, Ego, he finds the Grove Bow. There's a Drow in the game and a Puck, so it's got to, you know, Gaben just has to bless them with that item every single time, it feels like. Is the push top, Red Panda in a very dangerous spot.
They get the silence onto him. They get the combo. Stolen Illusory Orb. Leashed. Chase.
White Album.
Back.
He's committing.
He's right onto one. He finds him.
Instant root.
They have enough damage, though. Alacrity tries to get out of there. The combo, but they got him for the lift. Dead instantly. They bring in Ego though. Look at
Oh
this
my
damage
God.
coming out. The hypothermia. It blows up onto one, trying to find another. Aries, they're just getting melted. Oh, Ego, he does way too much damage on this Drow Ranger. Ulu cannot get on top of him, trying
Toggle?
to arma toggle for all he's worth.
bounce.
But Ego just came in and started ripping him to shreds. A couple more hits onto TK. We have got to look at this Drow's damage at the end of this fight.
Whoa.
We'll jump away, but it's going to be a dead TK.
He did, I think like 5,000 damage, it feels like, or something in this fight. Let's take a look. 5,500, holy crap, at 20 minutes on a Drow. Right now to Ego, we see level 20 finished up for the Dawn, so a lot more damage coming out from her.
And Mars shows himself for a moment.
Okay.
They move in, they take down that vision, see everything. Aries walking through Death Valley. Oh,
Coil
grouped together, the combo. Oh, but they get the arena down. Ego has to back away from him. They get one round of control. With the buyback comes out, White Album having the lasso onto Tree. I'm not sure if that's a big enough target. Flyby, the good CM ulti, but on the low ground, do they have enough to get him out of there? The Dawnbreaker ulti, it's gonna be broken immediately. They die back on the CM. Get the Hurricane Pike to try and get away, but White Album right on top of Ego. He needs some help from his team, and Alacrity shows up, but it's not going to be enough.
Ulu's too strong. They can't deal with this Dawn.
It's way too much damage. Jaunt to get away. Alacrity looks to escape from this one. And Flyby, he also is going to go down. So Knights, they lose 4 after the dieback from CM, trying to find another little pickoff. Another salvo of the kill, and the Witchblade, it's going to be enough. So Alacrity manages to find another pickoff. I don't know if Aries can actually take this comfortably.
I don't think so. The spam from
Aries going to be able to retreat out with that.
That was a big hit. White Album just coming in clutch, getting the grab, but now
White Album giving his life away almost. Manages to barely escape from that. Dawnbreaker ulti comes in, gets pushed back for a moment, doing a good chunk of damage. They get the silence out afterwards onto the CM, and now the Bushwhack connects onto the Rubik. Ulu trying to escape from this. They lose 2 heroes quickly, and Ulu will manage to TP out.
Oh my God, I cannot believe White Album survives. That was so close to him also being brought down. Right, Ego has DD.
He's got BKB TP, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to get him out of here, actually. Tries to escape. The overgrowth, they got him immediately. Tries to turn and get out of here. They show up with the rest. The spear, it's not going to connect in the way that they need it to, but Ego off to the side, he's able to get the Manta, but the lasso is there. Illusion's trying to do what damage they can. He's going to have a Force Staff when he comes out of there, but Alacrity's still going crazy. They jump right on top of Ego, got him caught with Ulu, but the Bushwhack, no, it's not quite going to be enough. They have the damage out from Felix, tries to get the snipe. Alacrity continues to survive through this fight. He's getting close to 25 off this as the chase is there, but look at all these heroes still alive for Aries. He's killing off supports, but the Drow is gone. And Flyby, the last one left behind. Alacrity tries to keep him alive and actually does get a little bit of an escape there.
Bash.
Control. Flyby, living, burning.
No way.
Dude, are you kidding me? What in the heck? He almost has enough Ulu dying in the fountain, but he is going to survive. They lived through this one. Batrider eventually brought down low, but not going to die. Alacrity gets the coil for the kill.
Oh my God.
And, I mean, if Red Panda's not careful, Alacrity Puck is something to behold as he's hunting, but won't be. The rest of Knights are there.
Both scans hit.
Spinner snare, they're going to run right through it. Reveal themselves on TK, get the lift onto Brood, trying to do the damage. They find the Bushwhack, jump in from Alacrity, finds the coil onto 2. The lasso connects though. Do they have the damage to kill him off in time? Alacrity's getting low. Alacrity's falling, he's dead.
No buyback.
Bought out for that one, and now they've got Ego under control. He needs to get the heck out of here. TP's out immediately. This was the fight that Aster.Aries was looking for.
I think they found the priority target. Sure, the Drow is dangerous, but Alacrity after that last fight, I think White Album knows who to go for. If he's able to lasso the puck and the Mars is able to isolate the Drow, that is the recipe for successes. Aries continue to impress. See Alacrity.
He's in position, breaks the smoke there in the trees.
Oh, BKB.
Jumps in, dodge. Gets out of there for 1. Can they get out of there for 2? The control is there, the lift. Trying to bring him down, but they're leashed. Is it going to be enough? On disc, it's going to be assembled now. Alacrity, he turns this one around. Gets the jump away. Overgrowth stolen, though, by the Rubik. That's pretty big. And Dawnbreaker in no man's land. Completely isolated here. Pops the BKB. Ego tries to back out. He's able to turn Alacrity, forcing the rest of those supports away. Ego walks away, gets out of there. The spear's not going to connect. They have enough damage. Knights, they're right on top of them. The overgrowth stolen from TK, but they don't have the damage for Ego. A triple kill for Alacrity, running in for more as TK in trouble, tries to orb away, but Alacrity has the rundown with the ultra kill. He is the game changer in this one.
And the Roche as well right afterwards. Again, I mean, Alacrity, he's able to run rampant.
Jumps in, gets the lasso to pull him out of position. He still has the Aegis Spear connecting to the tower. Even in the midst of that one, Alacrity jumps in, has to back away. Ulu right on top. Oh, he's gonna break it. No, he didn't break it. Ulu is still living, double Starbreaker. Ego runs out of there. XCJ Overgrowth just to escape. They've lost 2, and the rest of Knights has to retreat away from this.
Oh my, White Album actually does a clutch play. He's gonna drop top.
As they were heading up to that high ground, trying to find him.
Just playing around their vision, setting up the snare. They get the vision there for a second.
Felix, he finds him. Coil onto 3. Do they have the damage for the follow-up? Multi-shot starts going out. They bait out that BKB. The lasso, it's connecting. They get a second round of it. Look at the damage onto Ego. They ripped him to shreds.
Has to buy back.
Ulu, now he's in pretty far. The Hex is there, the control onto White Album. Alacrity, he's still very tanky, very strong in this fight. Ego runs forward, wants to find a couple of heroes. They're all running out together. Great spear comes out, and now the control onto Felix.
Another one.
Onto the Drow. Do they have the damage though? There's nobody there to follow up, and Alacrity, he's zoning everybody else away. Knights, they don't have the damage. The panel said they were going to have issues with it, and that is very true. The Hex comes out, and now Ulu all alone, starting to get controlled. The damage coming out from Ego. Do they have enough? But the Satanic, he's living through it. Flyby, he's so low on this Drow.
Leashed.
Do they have the damage? They're starting to bring him down. Can they get on top of Ego? 4-step away. The root, the jump. Can they get the control? The break onto everybody. Ego's going to go down. That's a dieback. Did Aries do it? Oh, God. White Album with the triple kill. They were able to outlast with that dog. The Hex, the control is there. Can they kill off this Brood? The big hit, but the Aeon Disc already keeping him alive. XCJ in a little bit of trouble. They have the Hex to turn. Another double spear. Ego is on the low ground. The CM ulti doing good damage from Panda. But XCJ is going to get caught, going to get killed. Both dead. Ego tries to do the damage from the high ground now.
The throne, the Book of the Dead.
Good damage. The throne is falling. They need to get out of here now on Aries. They've got to get back home. They run away on Ulu. And showing the power of that Book of the Dead as Knights, they run right in.
And Aries, this could have been way worse.
Oh, Coil, good damage, breaks the Coil, stunned for a long time, but Ulu, Book of Shadows, keeps him alive. The spear pushes him outside of it, actually.
He tried to do the fancy play, the spear into ult.
Bushwhack pulls him back again. They steal, was that Living Armor? Alacrity jumps in, finds Ulu again, and the stun is there. The Overgrowth Rapier on the deck. Does have buyback. They retreat away. Lasso, the double lasso, the control, Red Panda, the ulti is there, but the root to turn it. Do they have enough damage to bring down the rest of them? Bat Rider, the rest are starting to drop. XCJ, he has that Overgrowth. And Felix Chauba right on top of him. Dawnbreaker ulti comes through. XCJ gets caught, gets controlled, gets killed. The other fight on the south side still continuing as Alacrity tearing through these supports.
Ulu,
they're both dead. Ulu in trouble. This is going to be a dieback, but the turn. Oh, the save, the stun, the heal. It came out in time.
And now
Ego now trying to get out of there, but the Ancient, they got to keep their eyes on the Ancient. The creeps are starting to take it down. Book of the Dead not being microed. The Ancient is exposed. The pings are there. White Album trying to get back to home to stop this, but he has to keep alive Ulu too. Heals back up. From the Starbreaker, Alacrity right on top. They bought back and got in range. Mars keeping that throne alive, but Ulu is going to get ran down, going to get killed. The throne was at half HP. Aries, they don't have enough left in the tank. Knights are going to close this game out as they run on in and take it down. Alacrity, Fallen Sky, and the Ancient. At the end of the game, 77 minutes, Knights come out victorious.